Académie Chap, Éducation Plus, du cours de la 6e en terminale, en podcast.
Lesson 5, Future Tense and Conditional. Part 1. Simple Future Tense. A form. A. Affirmative. In affirmative, the simple future tense is formed with auxiliary shall, will and the infinitive without two of the main verb. Ag. I shall do my homework tomorrow. She will stop smoking. NB. Shall is used with the first person, singular, plural, I, we, whereas, will is used with other persons, you, he, she, they. But many speakers use will for all persons. B. Negative. The negative is formed by putting not between the auxiliary shall, will and the infinitive without two of the main verb. Ag. We shall not call him. She will not speak in the class. NB. Shall not and will not are usually contracted in shan't and won't. Ag. They won't be late again. We shan't dance in the class. C. Interrogative. The interrogative is formed by inverting the subject and the auxiliary of the affirmative statement, and the question mark is added. In interrogative, will is not usually used with the first person, I and we. Ag. Shall I call at 12 o'clock? Will they come before we leave? D. Negative interrogative. The negative interrogative is the combination of the interrogative and the negative. Ag. Will you not go on vacation? Shall we not travel to China next month? The use. The simple future tense is used to predicate or state a fact about the future. In this case, the auxiliary verb will is used. For example, the sun will rise at 6:30 tomorrow. Lunch break today will be 10 minutes longer than usual. In the year 2050 all students will have their own computers in school. B. To make offers and promises, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll send you an email. C. To talk about offers and promises, Tim will be at the meeting. Mary will help with the cooking. D. To express colored future action that required the action of will. Determination, I won't see you again. Intention/willingness, I will work much harder next term. Threat, I will never speak you again. Promise, lend me your book, please, I will return it tomorrow. E. In interrogative, it is used to make a request, will you open the door? Please. Shall we go to the pictures? Please. Make invitation, will they come at 1 p.m. for lunch? Please. C. Expressions used to express future actions. A. Intentions with going to. The auxiliary verb going to is used in talking about intentions. An intention is a plan for the future that you have already thought about. We're going to buy a new car next month. I'm going to work in a bank when I leave school. In the new year I'm going to stop eating so much junk. He's not going to go to the dance. He's got too much work. Note, going to is often used in the past tense to talk about an unfulfilled intention. Examples, I was going to study for my grammar test, but I had no time. He was going to call you, but he couldn't find his mobile phone. My grandmother was going to visit us, but she fell and broke her arm. B. Arrangements with the present continuous. The present continuous tense is used in talking about arrangements. An arrangement is a plan for the future that you have already thought about and discussed with someone else. I'm meeting my mother at the airport tomorrow. Our grandparents are visiting us this Christmas. Sorry, I can't stay after school today, I'm playing tennis with June sick. My sister's going to the dentist tomorrow. I'm not returning home for the holidays, so I can come to your party after all. Are you doing anything on Sunday morning? Do you know if he is going to the dance with May I go next week? C. Planned events with the simple present. The present simple tense is usually used to refer to future events that are scheduled, and outside of our control. Hurry up. The train departs in 10 minutes. I leave Frankfurt at 5 o'clock in the morning and arrive in New York at midnight the next day. She has an appointment with the headmaster after school today. There's no need to hurry. The train doesn't leave for another 30 minutes. When does the meeting begin? Part 2. Conditional. There are two conditional tenses in English. 1. The present conditional. 2. The perfect conditional. The present conditional. A. Formation 1. The present conditional has should, would plus infinitive for the first persons and would plus infinitive for the other persons. Example, I should, would call my parents. You would come with me. 2. In negative, not is put between the auxiliary should, would and the infinitive without to the affirmative statement. Example, they would not leave the boat. 3. The interrogative is formed by inverting subject and auxiliary should, would of the affirmative statement. Example, should I call you at 4 o'clock? Would she come this week? 4. The negative interrogative is formed by putting not immediately after the subject. Example, would they not be late? Should we not discuss all together? NB. The contracted forms, shouldn't, wouldn't are usually used. Example, I'd come later to meet you. You wouldn't remain here. B. Use. In present conditional, strictly speaking should, would, are the past forms of shall, will. This is clear in reported speech. Example, I said, I shall do it. I said that I should do it. He said, I shall do my homework. He said that he would do homework. One of the main functions if should, would is express supposition or unrealities in the present, cf. Condition clauses. Example, if you saw him, you would recognize him. Suppose you met him, would you speak to him? Part 3. The perfect conditional. A. Formation. 1. The perfect conditional has should, would followed by have plus the past participle of the main verb. Example, I should have called my parent. 2. The negative is formed by putting not immediately after the auxiliary should, would. Example, they would not come in this place, they wouldn't have come in this place. 3. In interrogative, we invert subject and auxiliary should, would of the affirmative statement. Example, would she have called? 4. The negative interrogative is formed by putting not immediately after the subject of the interrogative. Example, should we not have called? Shouldn't we have called? B. Use. The perfect conditional is used, 1. As a past form of the future perfect, shall, will have plus past participle of the main verb, tense in reported speech. Example, I hope I shall have read a lot of books by the end of the year. I hope that I should have read a lot of books by the end of the year. 2. To express supposition or unrealities in the past. Example, if you had seen him, you would have recognized him. Suppose you'd met him, would have spoken to him. Part 4. Conditional clause. A conditional sentence is generally composed of two clauses, 1. The one that express the conditional, the if clause or subordinate clause. 2. The other that express the consequence, the main clause. The subordinate clause is introduced by one of the following conjunction, if, unless, equals if no, if only, supposing that, providing etc. 3 important ideas may be expressed by means of conditional sentences. 4. Reality in the present. Example: if the weather is fine, we shall go for a walk. 5. Supposition or unreality in the present. Example: I should speak French quite well if I were French. 6. Supposition or unreality in the past. Example: if you had been him, you would have recognized it. There are three main types of conditional clauses. 7. If ... the simple present. Will, can, might, etc. For example: if we win today, we'll go to the top of the league. We may win, or we may not. 8. If ... simple past ... would, could, might. For example: if Johnson was in the team, I'd feel more confident. Johnson inset in the team. 9. If ... past perfect ... would have, could have, might have. For example: if Johnson had played, we'd have won. Johnson didn't play. There are some more examples with different verb forms. 10. If I'm going shopping, I'll need some money. If the disco has finished, we might be able to get some sleep. You should stay in bed if you feel unwell. 11. If I didn't like this pudding, I wouldn't eat it. If the video recorder was working, we could watch a film. The alarm might go off if we tried to get in through a window. 12. If we dropped the panic, it would have been a disaster. If Vicky had come to the theme park with us last week, she might have enjoyed it. We could have given you a lift if we know you were coming this way. Other conditional sentences. As well as the three main types, there are other types of conditional sentences. For example, we can use two present tense verbs. For example: if you ring this number, no one answers. We can also use a present tense verb and an imperative. For example: if you need any help, just ask. If you drink, don't drive. We can use be going to. For example: if it's going to rain, I'd better take an umbrella. If they try to cut down 3, there's going to be a big protest. We can mix the second and third conditionals. For example: if Matthew had looked at a table, we wouldn't be standing here in a queue. If you needed help, you should have asked. If you need
Sixième en terminale, podcast Académie, chaque éducation, plus des cours de la sixième en terminale, podcast.